And we have this eternal war. What has happened with this? Okay, are we any safer 15 years on? Of course we aren't. They've gone into these countries, as I just point out, going after entire countries because they can go after whoever they wish. And then once they set these countries on fire, they start bringing people in who know that we've been dropping bombs on civilians in those countries. And now we see the fruit of this. Look at this story that's on Drudge today about Germany. They warn of more than 500 Islamic militants who could be capable of carrying out assaults, members of hit teams. We've talked about this before. But think about the fact that they brought in 500,000 in just 1 year, unvetted, from areas that we're at war with, Islamic terrorists. And I've said over and over again, if only a small percentage of these people are terrorists, and 99% of them could be good guys, and if you have 1%, that's 5,000 terrorists. 5,000 terrorists. Well, Germany is saying, well, we think maybe we got 1/10 of 1% might be terrorists that we've let in. We don't really know because we haven't vetted these guys, but now we're starting to pick up some chatter, so yeah, that could be happening. Yeah. I think it's very likely that 1 in 1,000 might have been bad. 1 in 1,000. And, of course, there's other things we could do to address this problem, this humanitarian crisis, rather than bringing them in. The people who wisely, and many people on the left, wisely push back against a lot of these wars. And they knew that a lot of innocent people were going to be killed. But now they're trying to assuage their conscience by putting us at risk, by bringing these people in without even knowing who they're bringing in. And now we see Angela Merkel's government. And, of course, Angela Merkel is the harbinger of Hillary Clinton. She is what Hillary Clinton is going to become. Look at what's happening in France this last weekend. We had a couple of situations with suspicious cars. First, they found a car in front of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, loaded with explosive cylinders, and had been sitting there for quite some time. I think it was an hour with the flashers on or something before anybody even noticed. When they looked at it, it's like, oh, what are all these canisters in here? Oh, they're explosive gas. Oh, we better call the police. And then they found there was no detonator on them. But very suspicious, isn't it? And then just a day or so later, they find a similar thing in Marseille, parked outside a Jewish community center. So now we've had 2 incidents about this, and now they've arrested a 15-year-old schoolboy, they say, over the one in Paris. Are these dry runs to see how they react? Are these people kind of like Inspector Clouseau in terms of being incompetent? It's like, you forgot the detonator or what to, I don't know what the deal is, okay? But if you're going to bring in people by the hundreds of thousands, by the millions, without vetting them from areas where you have been bombing civilians, populations, understand that there are people all through the Middle East that just can't wait to bomb our countries. That's where we are 15 years after. That's the insanity of the Bushes, of the Clintons. That's what we're living after. They've taken our freedoms. They're exposing us to terrorism.
Talk show host is Alex Jones. He's a conspiracy theorist.
Radio talk show host Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
Radio talk show host and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
Deeply, I think, racist.
I just got called racist by MSNBC.
I don't want that man to have a gun.
1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
The Alex Jones Show. Watch the free stream live at Infowars.com/show.